religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is this: to look after orphans and widows in their distress, and to keep oneself from being polluted by the world. One organization in Uganda, East Africa, lives up to this instruction of the Lord. Rescue African Children was created by Pastor Fred Tumwebaze for the sole purpose of reaching out to the needy, orphans, and the helpless in the community. REACH does so through community support, church support, and Omega Christian School, which provides education and basic needs to disadvantaged children. This school is the strong arm of REACH, boasting of over 500 children. Its continued excellent performance in national exams is a blessing to the community, but also a source of envy for a few who attempted to ban the school and poison the children. It's these events that necessitated the building of a wall around the school and a teacher's residential block nearby to beef up security of the children. Day by day, many children in dire need of assistance come to the attention of REACH, but only a few can be helped owing to the limited resources the organization has. One of such lucky people is Watoli Rebecca, a 21-year-old lady who took on the responsibility of raising her 3 siblings at the tender age of 14 when their parents passed away. We set off to visit Rebecca deep in Kamuli district in eastern Uganda and reached just in time as they prepared lunch from this little hut. While narrating her story, one could feel the pain and sorrow she is going through.
I'm not very certain what caused my mother's death, but it's suspected she developed complications in her uterus after giving birth. They tried treating her, but she died a week later. A month after, we also lost our dad to what we suspected to be witchcraft.
After the loss of her parents, Rebecca had to gather herself, as young as she was, to face the world before her with no relatives to run to, school, and a week-old pair of twins.
When our parents passed away, I had to take on odd jobs in order to make ends meet. I would till people's gardens and keep people's animals to get money. Likewise, my education has been troublesome. Our parents passed on when I was in Senior 2. It has been a struggle to get school fees. I would be sent away from school often.
This experience wasn't rosy, as some clients would not pay her after offering her services.
I worked for a man for 2 years. He had promised to pay for my education for the entire 2 years, but he did not live up to his promise. I did this hoping I would study, get a job, and be able to help my siblings, but it did not happen.
As the years went by, Rebecca's siblings, Fred, Patricia, and Regan, would require education. She would not only have to look for food, but also to put them in school.
Fred is the only one who is currently at school. I can only try to pay for him. The others are always just from school.
The little money from the odd jobs wouldn't be sufficient for their education, and therefore they would be in and out of school. Rebecca and her siblings have had their share of hardships. She tells us the nights are quite uncomfortable as they sleep on an old mattress and old mats, and when it rains, it's unbearable.
The roof is leaking. When it rains, there is a part of the house we don't use. Little money I get, I tried buying iron sheets to cover the leaking part.
Through it all, what has kept Rebecca going is her trust in the Lordship of Jesus. Even in her sorry state, she is mindful of the needy families in her village. Besides aspiring to become a nurse, she hopes to help the needy.
I really want to help the needy. There are many orphans in this village who do not go to school. Most of them actually excelled at their exams but cannot afford to continue with school. The dream I have is when I get money, I will help educate those that cannot afford.
Thank God for Rich, which has come to their rescue. Patricia and Regan have resumed school at Omega Christian School. Fred will enroll at a nearby school sponsored by Rich so as to be able to help Rebecca. Rebecca can now afford a smile as the burden of educating her siblings is taken off her by Rich. Rich continues to be a blessing to many, and thanks to you, our partners, whose financial contributions make this possible. God richly bless you.